this is FisherTwelve. We have another exciting Black Ops 3 Zombies video for you guys today, as always, and I just want to apologize right off the bat if I sound a little funky. I'm feeling a little under the weather, my nose is a little congested right now, so I'm sure I sound a little bit different. But today, I wanted to talk about Eisendrache, the new DLC Zombies map that we're getting on February 2nd. It got pushed back, unfortunately. But specifically, I wanted to talk about the Tesla coils scattered around the map. Now, throughout the zombies portion of the Awakening trailer, we see these steel-like poles with the ball on top, and the ball has electricity pulsing out of it, and we can make loose assumptions about what they might do based on previous zombies knowledge, like maybe it has something to do with turning on the power, it might have to do something with the Easter egg on this map, maybe it links to a teleporter, or another similar contraption, but ultimately, we aren't 100% sure what they exactly do. Fortunately, I think I can offer some insight into that. But before moving forward with that, it's important to understand how a Tesla coil works. Now, my degree, my Bachelor's of Science degree, is in computer networking, not electrical engineering or physics or something relating to electricity, so I don't have a very complex explanation of how Tesla coils work. What I do have for you guys is a picture from livescience.com and an ELI5 explanation. Essentially, a Tesla coil has two coils and a capacitor. A power source activates the primary coil, and that sends a current down into the capacitor. Once the capacitor reaches its limit, it has to take that current that's built up and send it somewhere. So this current hops through a spark gap into the second coil. And this activates the second coil like a power source did for the first coil. So now we have two coils both shooting current back and forth to each other. And while this current is building between the two coils, the top load is rising in voltage. And when it reaches a certain voltage, the molecules in the air are able to pull some of that current out of the top load, and that's how we end up with those electric sparks of lightning that we see. So that is loosely how a Tesla coil works. If I got anything wrong or you think you could provide a better explanation, feel free to leave it in the comments down below. And this ultimately begs the question, how does this play into Zombies and Eisendrache? Well, we can use a couple screenshots from the trailer to try to piece that together. And I think this image, which is actually the last clip of the trailer, is pretty telling. Just pointing out the obvious here right now, we have a Tesla coil in the top middle of our screen. Immediately to the left of that is some sort of computer system. Coming out of the coil is a cable which looks like it's going to some sort of device. There's another cable coming out of the other side of that device, and this connected device looks to be powering one, maybe even two of these glowing red rings. So using this and also using our newly found Tesla coil knowledge, we can sort of make some more assumptions here. The coil is likely providing power to the device, which in turn is powering the ritual-like symbols. The purpose of the symbol will be something that I'm going to discuss in a future video, so make sure to subscribe for that. But right now, I want to focus on the computer system next to the coil. I think initial Zombies tuition would tell us that we need to use that computer to activate the coil. However, I'm going to propose a different idea. On the screen of that computer system, you can see a small frequency wave. Now, this could just be a random screensaver texture, but we actually see the same screensaver earlier in the trailer, in the command center room. So my theory is that this command center is the control room and central power source to our Tesla coils. Now, I pluralized Tesla coils on purpose because I know that there's at least two on this map, maybe even more. If we go back to that last image I pointed out, it looks like there's two cables going into that symbol powering device. And sure, it's likely just from assumption that this cable goes to another Tesla coil, but there's yet another clip in this trailer to confirm that it's actually connected to a coil and we're not just making an assumption. This clip where we see a zombie running down the hallway, if you look in the background, we can see two Tesla coils. So painting the whole picture here, maybe we need to turn on both coils and then go to the mainframe in the command center and activate each coil, which will then power on these ritual symbols. So now I could just call this video a done deal and end it here and tell you guys I hope you enjoyed the video and to take care, but I want to offer up another possibility. I want to continue the discussion here. And this possibility does potentially disprove some of the things that I just said in my earlier theory, but I think this theory that I'm about to explain gives more reason as to why Hohenwerfen Castle was picked as the location for this map. I mean, they could have selected any castle for a map location. They could have even made up a castle if they wanted to, like they did with Apothicon. But they picked Hohenwerfen for a reason. Sure, we all know about Jason Blundell's new affinity for castles, but what is so special about this one? Well, if I was a betting man, I would bet it all that the reason is because of the bell tower. I had mentioned this in my Inside to Eisendrache video, which I'll link on the screen right now, but the bell tower was not originally built with the castle. It was commissioned way later, and its purpose was to alert people that a storm was coming. Ah, very interesting. Alerting people that a storm is coming. A storm with lightning, perhaps? A storm that could potentially serve a significant role in the operation of our Tesla coils? What have we discovered here? Now, I'm not entirely positive how a lightning storm could be used here. Maybe it's our initial power source, but then what would we need the command center for? If you guys have any ideas, please leave them in the comments down below. I'd love to talk about this with you guys. It would be pretty neat if the storm is maybe a dynamic map element where it only activates at a certain time, so you need to really be listening for that bell going off, and then when it does go off, you have to do X, Y, and Z steps quickly before the storm passes. I'm not really sure. That'd be a neat game mechanic, but like I said, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. But needless to say, I think these Tesla coils are very intriguing, and they're definitely going to play a huge role in this map. I'm not sure what their greater purpose is under Eisendrache, but we can definitely identify some strong possibilities as to how they might fit in. But that will unfortunately bring us to the end of today's video. So, if you found it helpful, if you found it useful, make sure to leave a like. And if you're new here looking for more Black Ops 3 content, then go ahead and click on that subscribe button. But other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and take care.